Let me see if I can get on the what's it called it on the Instagram too, so I can get people to log on.
Yeah, you good. What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Hey, we live. We live. I'm here with Fear Kennels, home of
Yes, sir.
Champion
Yes,
Debo,
sir.
uh,
Champion Ash,
Champion Ash.
Champion Loki, Big
Yeah,
Boy
we
Champion Panda too.
yeah, yeah, heavy on the champions. You know what I'm saying?
Already
So
appreciate it.
yeah, man, we here, we back, man. Season 2, episode 1. I decided to stay close to home, man. So we took it straight up the road to Maryland.
Yes, sir. The DMV area popping it out, representing.
Definitely, definitely. So what you got going? Tell the people a little bit about you.
Wow. So let me give a quick little intro because I don't really tell too many people too much about myself, but let me give you a quick breakdown. Obviously, I've been into the dog since about 7, 8 years old, and I'm originally from New York. Obviously, I got Caribbean, Hispanic background, so shout out to all my New York people, my Cubans, my Jamaicans. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know the vibes. Um, Let me tell you the funniest story. We're gonna start off like this because the funniest thing is how I came into the bully world. Mind you, I told you I came in around like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
I started off with pit bull. It was a brand new pit bull. Her name was Rage, one of the best dogs I ever had. And the funny thing is, Rage wasn't even my dog. Rage was one of my neighbor's dogs. I lived in Queens at this point in time, and Rage was one of my neighbor's dog. I guess they kind of neglected the dog or whatever. They didn't really pay the dog no attention. So I'd get up, bring food out to the dog, give the dog the food every day, every day. Mind you, I get up to go to school and so forth, so on. So in about third grade now, Rage used to follow me to school. I'd walk to school. Rage would follow me to school every morning. I give him food, but when she watched me and she'll wait outside the schoolyard until I got out of school and walk with me to go home, which is ironic. I mean, that experience alone was just heartfelt coming with these dogs. So from there, I started with all different types of pit bulls. I started with Dobermans. I had Rotties. I had multiple breeds, man. But this journey has been long and hard, never easy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And what about your camp, man? Phil Kennels, where the name come from? You know?
So coming into the game, I came into this game with a couple other camps into the XL Bully World. A couple of other camps before I met those folks. I had bought a couple bullies. I had a seal blue. I had a seal blue bully. I had a blue fawn bully, and then I had a blue tribe bully in that order. I bought it from some camp when I moved to Maryland in probably like the early 2000s. I moved to Maryland in the early 2000s. I bought it from some camp, some low level breeder, same way. Great dog. He took care of his dogs great. I was ecstatic about getting those pups, but I came up with them. So now I met up with this camp. I was walking. It had been in Greenbelt, Maryland. And I was walking. I came across this cat, and I was like, "Yo, I like your dog. I like your dog. I want to breed it to mine." You know, this time by this point I've already been doing a lot of knowledge and so forth. So I know how to work myself. I know how to move over myself, so forth. So I was like, I like your dog. I wanna breed to your dog. He was like, nah, 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 nah. But I got somebody else that you can breed to, right?
Yeah.
So he put me in connection with his mans or whatnot. And that breeding is how I created my first show dog. And that show dog produced my boy Kane. Kane is the real OG of Fair Kennels. So Fair Kennels essentially stands for face everything and rise. Face everything and rise, meaning like no matter what you may go through, no matter what adversities, no matter what difficulties you go through, you can do it. You can oversee yourself through that next step. So that's how the fear came into it,
Okay. Yeah,
and
that's
we stuck with it. That's literally who we are.
yeah.
When I say literally who we are by every last drop when they say fear, face everything and rise, kennels. We've come through journeys and journeys and journeys, and we're here. Even last year, My shout out to my partner, Fair Family. That's Omar.
What's
Omar.
going on?
This is nothing but dogs podcast. We
Okay, what's up?
lost
What's
one
What's
up?
of
up,
our
family?
we lost one of our partners mid last year. Omar was mid last year.
Yeah, it was in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was summertime. Rest his soul to Fred, Big Fred. Shout out to him. He's who we got Big Louie from, which is a big baller's Johnny Bag of Donuts son.
Okay.
Um, but he passed away due to the pandemic. You know, he has some lingering effects after catching the vid,
Yeah.
and boom. And although we took a hit, we stood together in solidarity. Omar and ourselves, we was there side by side, carrying our boy, through this tragedy, and we on both sides of the coffin running it up. You know,
Yeah.
and still
Yeah.
till
That's
today,
love.
that kind of gives us that fight.
Yeah.
That gives us that fight.
Yeah. So the fear is basically the game. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
every breeder lives that, whether they like it or not. They might
It is
not
what
like.
it
You know what I mean? That's
is.
that's that's what it is, man. So you know what I mean?
That's
I
what's gonna
know
make you or break you, though.
that's it, man. And I just went through something today. And you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like we talked about it. But I lost a whole litter today.
Oh
I lost
shit!
a, I
That's
lost a
crazy.
litter
Sorry
of
to hear
8.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you know what I mean? She delivered 11 days early, and none of the pups made it. So you know
That's
it
I know
happens.
that hurt. It,
Yeah, it
it
hurt.
it
It
comes with
definitely
the
hurt.
game,
Yeah, like I
man.
said, man, I was gonna hit him up and say, man, look, man, I gotta reschedule, man. My head not in it. But then, my grandfather always used to say, man, look, man, one pony don't stop the show. So I
Never,
was like,
Right.
never.
what I mean, we gonna go ahead and tally this thing up and get it
Right.
done.
The show goes on.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it, man.
Show
We
goes
we
on, man.
we, we
Show
still
goes on.
we still here. She's still here. She doing good. You know what I mean?
Think
So
about it. That's the blessing in itself, though, because she's
yeah,
still here. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Although the puppies may not have made it, she's still here. So that means you live again another day to fight. You get
that's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
I, I
Yeah,
I really wish a lot of people in this bully game would learn that concept and learn that theory. That like, yo, it don't matter what kind of controversy you may get in and what kind of disagreements you may get in. Don't be afraid to walk the hell away. Sometimes
yeah,
you gotta walk the hell away to understand where you're going. But
that's a
we get a
fact.
lot of people who in this bully game create this diversity and this chaos because they're not able to handle their emotions, not able to flex. It's okay to be emotional. As a man, you should be emotional, but at the same time, you should be able to handle yourself.
Absolutely.
Right.
So a lot of things that we see going on in this bully world, just like the other day, obviously the bully world ended up on what was it? What was that show, Omar?
Is the joint in
That
Miami?
big, yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, the show
Miami
Yeah,
show.
Miami where the fight
yeah.
broke out.
The ABKC
Yeah,
joint.
where the
Yeah,
fight broke out, but
Yeah.
we ended up because of that. The ABKC show in Miami ended up on one of those big shows, man. You know the
It
show
was
where
on
they sent up
TMZ.
yeah,
TMZ. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
TMZ.
They had
We
it on
ended up on
TMZ.
there, not because of the good purpose. Out of all the things that the ABKC has done and the bully world has done,
Right.
obviously we've been on news channels, so forth,
yeah,
so forth. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it would take one bad show to end up on TMZ.
That's
You get
it.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's putting
but
that
that's
negative stereotype on our breed.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
sells though. So you know, what I mean, that's what they use it for. They
That's a
got they
fact.
got to sell tickets. So I mean, I can't
Right.
you can't knock them for what they do because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use all the negativity to promote themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
But
But
it
that's
kind
um,
like
of
the bully
also
game.
messes up like say there's a show in a town and say like locals want to go and
yeah,
take their dogs, they can't because they have to be ABKC registered now.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And they're gonna think twice about going to the show because hey, this is the
Yeah.
kind of representation that you've given us. Even
yeah,
though ABKC has progressed over the last few years, because I've been showing for some years now, progressed over the last few years where when you step into the ring, people are dressing more professional, like a AKC or a UKC, dressing more professional, handling themselves differently, like this face kennels, second and none bully,
yeah,
us, um, what's Tone from out of Jacksonville, Florida. Like
Mm-hmm.
The presence has been changing and
Yeah,
improving over and over again. It just took one little slip up to really like turn this
yeah,
thing upside down.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's gonna be a
That's like
temporary
they
or
put the
forever
spotlight
thing.
on us.
Yeah, yeah. But that's, I mean, the bullies already got like a bad because of the pit. So
Stigma,
it's
right?
The
attached, you know what I mean?
stigma.
So yeah, so like I went to the pet store a couple weeks ago and I took my puppy, and you know what I mean,
Right.
like it was a little dog in there going crazy and my dog's chilling. You know what I mean? Like not paying them no mind. Everybody like looking at my dog like, you gonna react? You gonna react? I'm like, nah, we
Right.
not. I'm like, nah, we not giving y'all that. Nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of like the same thing. Like we kind of deal with the same thing in certain
Right.
instances. You know what I mean? But they get it so bad just because of the way they look, and it's all in how you raise them.
Right.
And people
That's a
people
fact.
people forget that, man. Like I can have a Chihuahua and a bully, and raise the Chihuahua to eat you up, but you scared because of the way the bully look.
Really look.
Yeah,
Right. We
And
advocate for the
again,
dog, so it's like
that's
it's our, you know what I mean, responsibility
absolutely.
to do our part.
and it's perception. It's perception, the way how you see things.
Yeah,
You know, you're looking through the glass in multiple different ways. So you're seeing this big old massive creature, not realizing this is just a cuddle bunny.
that's,
This
that's it. That's
is
it.
just a cuddle bunny.
All they want is love. Like
That's
all they
it.
want is love. You know what I'm saying? So I know you guys have a specific look that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I know everybody has their own vision and all of that stuff. And like I said, I don't knock nobody vision because everybody vision count. You know what I mean? As
Yeah.
long as it's better in the breed.
The right
That's
way.
that's it. If it's better in the breed,
That right there
that,
is my look right there. You see
that's
that
it.
top skull?
Yeah,
You see that box jaw?
yeah,
That
yeah.
is
So
that look.
this is my logo actually is my girl's head.
Yeah.
So that's my girl's head in the logo.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
fire.
yeah,
Our
so
main our new main logo, this is our OG logo right here.
yeah,
This is what I call our OG logo. This is the one that I say that we brandished off originally, and nothing will ever change because we will still use this logo forever and a day. Shout out to Lore Lunar Maniacs.
okay,
He created this logo. Shout out to him. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, Lunar Maniacs. But we do have several other logos. Our newest logo, which is the one that we carry with the FK, and then we have one with Optimus's head.
okay,
Optimus was brought to us at our transitioning point.
okay,
At that point, when we were seeing that we were going to push it into the direction in which we wanted to go because we had separated from some other folks. And we was like, all right, you know what? We needed that individuality. We needed that wow factor. We needed that who we are. That okay, we got our identity now. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now when you go anywhere, people be like, yo, where's Optimus? Where's Optimus? Where's Optimus? Where's Optimus? You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't even bring Optimus to shows, but Optimus is like one of our number one studs right now. Like off the chain, he's like literally one of our number one
Producing.
studs right now.
yeah.
And
That's
he's a
dope.
Yeah.
solid producer. I end up getting Optimus simply because of seeing Optimus' dad, champion, Bossy's champion Raiden,
Hmm.
at a show. And I see him at a show. I was like, yo, I like this dog. He was massive, he was huge, boned up, everything. Bossy dog.
Yeah,
At this point, I didn't know he was a bossy dog. But uh, after speaking with the owner, he was like, "Yeah, I got it for bossy, rah 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 rah." And at this point, he was probably like 11-month-old puppy. I was like, "I like that dog. That dog gonna champ out." This is what I said when I said it.
yeah.
And sure and behold, not too long after that,
Champ out.
champion bossy Raven,
Yeah, yeah. Easy.
just
Yeah.
like that. So you
And what
once you see
class do you
something and you
breed?
love it, follow it.
XL.
XLs.
Oh, you breed XLs too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. My girl, she's like 115 normal, but it's like she cut up. She not like it's no flab. It's none of the extra, none of the overfeed
Right.
and stuff. Like is she her, but she like bully. You know what I mean? So uh,
Big head, thick jaw.
big big head, thick jaw. Like you're not gonna miss her. I tell you that.
Right.
Yeah. But but yeah, that's my baby, man. So I actually just got into breeding, man. Like so
How long ago did you start?
so this is actually my first one. And
Oh, okay.
she came early on me. So I was like,
Right.
Right.
yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh. I'm like,
He's
all
like,
right,
wait a
hey.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I'm like, hey, you're not supposed to do this to me yet. You know,
Let me
so
Right.
ask you. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a couple questions. So, with you losing that, litter, um, what kind of steps did you take, and what would you say to younger breeders to avoid? Because this is your first breeding,
yeah, it's my
and
first breeding.
a lot of people don't really know what it as when you come into this breeding. It could be that loss when you first come in. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Right.
yeah,
Everybody thinks it's a
Yeah.
pot of gold.
nah, man. Hey man, you in the red for a long time before you clear. So you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. Like, don't think you're gonna go spend $10,000 on a dog and the dog gonna champ out by itself without putting some work in.
Right.
Like the dog gonna look, you know what I mean? The dog gonna look a certain way because you paid 10 grand. Like I seen dogs
Nope.
that was 3,000 look better than the
Look
dog that
better
was
than a dog that was
10,000.
20,000.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at him like, you paid 10,000. Hey, man, I can't knock you. That's your
Right.
vision. You know what I'm saying? But I guess what I would say is, man, just like gotta stay humble. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta take your time, read, do your research. Um,
Yeah.
you gotta be prepped, man, because
It
some
takes a lot of reading.
a
I
lot
get,
of reading. A
I
lot of
get,
reading.
I get asked a lot of questions, my boy, and it's really like, okay, you got. We ourselves have to remain stoic because at the same time, we got to remember we was at that point at some time.
Yep.
But I get asked so much questions on a daily in the inbox. Like people will come to me and be like, "Hey, what should I look for in a puppy, et cetera, et cetera." I'm not gonna sit there and tell them to come buy a puppy from me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you what you should look out for, and then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go buy the wrong puppy because you didn't listen. You
Yep.
asked the question but didn't listen, and then want to come back to me and buy a puppy later because you didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
It's like when you ask and it falls against hard ears, so it
Yeah.
gets nowhere. Like, where are you going with that?
Yeah. That's a
Why
Right.
would you
fact.
do that? What's the
Yeah.
point of asking the question if you didn't really want the advice?
Yeah, and I mean, I did a lot of reading, man, because I know, like, I was reading, I was like, they said some first time moms, like, they handle everything, like they good, like you don't have to
Yeah.
do nothing, you
Great.
sit back and you chill. Some
Hmm.
you gotta get in there, get your hands dirty, like, you know what
Yeah.
Gotta
I'm
get
saying,
your
like
hands
Put some
dirty.
extra
like
time
wherever
in.
you at, you got a whelping box. I know some people do the pools, like wherever they at, you gotta get in
Look,
there, you gotta get your hands dirty, you gotta pop sacks, you gotta CPR, you gotta blow in the mouth, you gotta give all of that. Like people don't
Yeah.
understand, and then they wonder why you say, "Hey man, the pup's 8 grand
look,
or the pup's 10."
I'm
Like it's
I'm
a,
one
it's
of
a
them
lot of
kennel owners that I'm in the gritty, I'm in the grind,
yeah,
I'm in the nest. When I say I'm in the nest, it's like when I have a litter, my mind is like, okay, my home for the next few weeks is in this box.
yep,
Make sure I got me blankets, make sure I got me sheets, make sure it's warm wherever I'm at, and I got something to keep me entertained besides feeding these puppies on my time schedule. You get what I'm saying?
that's a
Making
fact.
sure everybody's pooping, making sure that everybody's peeing, so that dogs don't get I forgot what they call it. It's when the dogs get backed up and they
You get
can't really
backed
go
up.
to the
Yeah, and
the get the
they get
go
the
to the
infection
bathroom.
in their intestine. Yeah,
Right. So what you want to do, you want to take them warm cloths and rub it on their butt so they make them poop and so forth. It gives that warming sensation of the mom's tongue,
yeah,
and boom. I've had females. I had one female that ate a whole litter. Let me give y'all some advice. Right? When you get an older dog, you watch that older dog to the T. When I mean watch to the T, you watch it to the T. Characteristics, how it turns its head, how it wags its tail, everything. Because let me show you the up and downside. Although she did not eat her litter, I had another litter. She was pregnant at the time, and I had a whole another litter. And I guess I was looking on when I was looking on. I was at work, so I'm at work. I'm looking on my camera. And when I'm at work, I gotta boom, boom, boom. Wifey's at home. Wifey's at home, and she probably stepped out. I think she had stepped out. This was so long ago, but I think she had stepped out to go to the store or something, right? And I'm looking on the camera. I realized I watched a pregnant bitch jump out of a 4x4 pen. You know what a 4x4 pen is?
Yeah.
Them those joints that you get from Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
Jump smooth out that with the belly. Mind you, this is a big bitch. This is a big bitch. Jump out the pen and eat the other puppies. And these puppies were about 3 weeks. And she was probably like a week or two away from dropping her own litter.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, when you start to learn things with dogs, there was two things that was explained to me, right? Two things. Because I did take her to the vet, go get checked up, make sure everything was all right with her because you didn't ripped or ate all these puppies.
Yeah.
And they said she lacked calcium. So calcium, they got the calcium. Where do you get calcium from? Naturally, where do you get calcium from?
Oh, the sun.
Bone.
Bone. Yeah. Bone and
Bone
sun. Yeah.
and the sun.
Yeah.
Right? Two places you're going to get that from. So apparently, like I said, she jumped over the 4x4 pen. She ate the puppies. I'm talking about I had 11 3-week-old puppies. There was either 3 or 4-week-old puppies. She ate all 11. I took the meanest hit ever because with that litter brought me so much chaos. Let me tell you why it brought me so much chaos. So remember I mentioned you earlier, I separated from some cats, XYZ, so forth, right? After that, people felt like they were entitled to do something. They were entitled to get something from that, although they wanted something from her litter now because she ate the other litter. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to run back the litter with you because this was the agreement. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll just run the litter back with you as you should because you take that L. We both took an L right there. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So at this point, this is what you're going to do. This is my separate litter over here. This litter don't got nothing to do, so I'm not going to give you a puppy from this litter to supplement for that one. You got your own litter over there. This was a joint litter because I use your stud to my bitch. You get what I'm saying? So keep your shit there. I'm going to keep my shit there. But niggas didn't feel that way. People didn't feel that way. Excuse my language. People didn't feel that way. So it was, it caused that tension. It caused that boom. But I'm a God-fearing man. So I'm like, you know what? Boom. It's whatever. I'm like, you got to stand 10 toes down. Like I said, you wasn't getting them from this. We're going to repeat the breeding and that's it. No. Boom, boom. People feel sorry. About that. And then later, showing the whole, I see on Instagram, not Instagram, I think it was Facebook. I seen on Facebook, the whole, I guess he must have told somebody or something about the whole little thing. One thing about me, I don't hide. I don't feel like that's something to hide. I feel like that's a training or
it's a learning
experience for other people to learn from, you know? So I was open to talk about it, but I guess whoever you told was trying to use it as a bashing effect. I'm like, you're not a breeder if you don't understand things like this happen.
Right.
You can't be a breeder, And the funny thing as it is, it kind of turned around and bit that dude in the butt. It kind of bit him in the butt, and he took a mean L after that. So it don't make sense to be, as what we say in my country, bad mind or envious or to be grievous about certain things. Some everything doesn't work out the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah.
God has a certain plan, whether you like it or not. He got a certain plan that you can't control.
That's a fact.
And we as breeders, we have to realize that this is what happens. This is what we go through, and this is the life of a breeder. When you say you want to be a breeder, this is what's up. You know.
Yeah.
Most of us just don't just breed. My partner, he works. Myself, I work. I'm quite sure you probably work. You feel what I'm saying? This isn't the only thing that we do,
Yeah.
it helps out with things and lightens burdens. But at
Yeah,
the end of the day,
definitely.
if we didn't have this, we'd still be working.
Still be working.
We
But
good to
yeah,
go.
I
You
mean,
get what I'm saying?
yeah, and like it's a lot of money that goes out. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Before you see come back in.
Like people think it's just, hey, I buy a dog and all this money just go come in, come in, come in. Don't work
Right.
like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta spend money, whether it's on you gotta market right. You
Right.
could do like some of the stuff you could do yourself, but you gotta market. You gotta travel
Right.
to
Yeah.
shows. You gotta feed the
Photographer,
dogs. Yeah, you got vet
travel
bills.
expenses. I
Yeah, so
mean,
you know what I mean?
if you
You
doing
got
it right, if you doing it right, for real, LLCs, trademarks, travel expenses, the what's it called number, the tax ID number. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? EIN
yeah,
number. It's a lot of stuff that you gotta do if you're
yeah.
doing it right.
Right.
And you
Because
So you
gotta
got
stay up on that.
hotels.
You
You
gotta stay
got
on it all yeah, and then
show
hotels don't want you to
expenses.
have your dogs.
you gotta make sure you hunt every time you go out of town. You gotta do that hunt for that certain hotel
Yep,
to bring your dog to, but you want to stay at a high quality hotel same time. You
yep.
know.
Right.
So I remember us going to nationals 2 years ago. I went to nationals probably 2 years ago, and I had to do all my flight. I had to do my rental. I had to do my hotel. I had to do my booth fee. All that. Yo, you know how much money that is before you even do anything yet?
Before you even leave home.
Before you leave
Right.
home. I mean, not to mention prepping your dog because your dog's everyday weight versus a show weight
Show ready.
or a show
Right.
look is different.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mentor Antonio from TPH. If I don't know who that is, you in VA, so you know who
Yeah.
TPH is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Potter
So
House.
Yep.
yeah, shout out to the Potter House gang. Shout out to
Yeah.
him. He's a great mentor. He taught me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He's
You
heavy.
know, I as as big as I am or as small as I am, I talk to everybody. You know, I go build those connections because the thing is, ain't nobody too small, ain't nobody too big that you cannot learn from. If I'm around somebody and I can't learn from you, what is the point of you being around them? You
That's a
wasting your
fact.
Right.
time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel as though everybody is put into your life or you come across people in order to gain some type of knowledge or they're supposed to gain knowledge from you or it's supposed to be an equal sharing experience. You know, you
Yeah.
should be leveling up, seeing that next step, seeing that next goal, you know?
Yep.
So that's one thing where I've learned. That's definitely one thing I've learned in this bully game and coming through and life period that you just got to continuously learn from the people that's around you. Put yourself in a position where you're learning from people that's in advanced stage. Like I've touched hands with Bossy. I've touched hands with some of these big kennels out here. I've touched hands with little small kennels, and
Yeah.
I'm learning from them. They're learning from me, and we're spreading this knowledge. So it's really it's a learning experience all day, every day.
All
Like I
day.
said to you earlier, that reading is essential. If you ain't reading,
Yeah.
you're already shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. You got it. I mean, you got to read. Like I spent. Man, look, I'm tired. Like she had 8 puppies, man. Like I'm tired. I was CPR, breaths, sucking fluid,
Right.
everything, man. Like I'm
hmm
tired. Like you know what I mean. I was just like, man, you know what? I don't think I can
Damn,
do this. I'm like, I
it
don't
was
think
all
I.
natural too. Oh
Huh? Yeah,
man,
Ed.
I said it was.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, I know
yeah.
you
I
was
was, bro.
dirty.
I was by myself, and then the fifth and sixth puppy, they came out like head to ass.
hmm
Like both of them, they came out together. I'm like. Yeah.
That's
I'm like, oh,
crazy.
you know what I mean? I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm like trying to revive him. I'm like,
At 10 days early, 10 days early, you barely feeling the bone on them things.
yeah.
I don't think them bones is fully calcified at
They
10 days early,
yeah, one
bro.
of one of them was, hey, look, I'm not gonna lie, man. One of them was like the size of my hand. Like one of the puppies was
Sheesh.
like the size of my hand, the first puppy, and then the second one came out and it was small. I was like, yeah, I don't know what she got. Like, I don't know what she got going on. And then
Right.
every puppy after that got bigger. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is crazy. Like, so like you could feel the bones, but it was like the bones were there. Like they seemed like
But
they had everything. But
it wasn't really calcified. I know it's there
nah,
because when you go
yeah,
do
the X-rays,
the X-rays, you know your vet will be like, yo,
yeah,
XYZ, so forth, so forth. So I know I'm like, damn, that was that was definitely a tough hit because
Yeah.
I've had litters where I delivered, I hand delivered where I had to go up into the JJ, put on my gloves,
yeah,
go into the JJ, take them out, and sometimes it feel like when you go in there, you don't really feel nothing too tough, but
yeah,
it's like if you're pulling it out, let's say if I had something stuck funny, like the head was
yeah.
just a little bit too big, you have to be
Uh-huh.
mindful and gently scoot,
Gently. Mm-hmm.
Right. Like
scoot it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gets crazy because you pull too hard, you pop the neck.
yep,
You get
yeah.
what I'm saying? Pull
yeah,
too hard, you pop the neck. You
yeah. So
squeeze too
she,
hard, you might rupture a rib or something. You know,
yeah,
it's a
yep.
lot.
Yeah, she did good, man. She popped all the sacks. She did everything she was supposed to. Um,
Hmm.
but like some dogs don't do that. So like I said, you
Yeah,
gotta get in
Right.
there. You gotta help them. You gotta get it going. You gotta put them on a nipple. Like it's a lot, man.
And they're
Um,
tired. They get tired too. So it's like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? We also got to take that into account. Like,
yeah, definitely.
water,
Yeah,
all that.
yeah. I was
yeah.
trying to get her to drink water. She like nah. And then like she was
Man,
the crazy thing is like she was standing up for the first three. She stood up, and I'm like, dog, lay down. Like it's cool. Like she like, I'm good. Like I'm gonna stay
nah,
right
I'm
here.
good. I'm a
I'm a
soldier.
yeah. She like, you know what I mean. She like, I'm gonna lay down when I get ready. Like you're not gonna tell me what to
Right.
do. This me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Like experience, life lessons. Like I'm cool. Like I'm hurt. Like I was
Yeah,
hurt. Like hurt. But I'm still hurt. But she all
I
right.
know
Like
that's devastating.
yeah, man.
Gotta be
Yeah,
devastating,
man.
man.
I shed some tears over this one. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then the first puppy, like you could see it. Like it was a male too, so he
Hmm.
built like her. Like you could see it in the shoulders and all of that.
Right.
Yeah,
I know that was super upsetting. And looking at the juice that's
Yeah.
coming behind that, that's like like
yeah,
And
man.
now
wait
when
a
you take
minute.
this win, it's going to feel so much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so
But you know,
this is
you
actually
gonna
my
have that rainbow
girl.
litter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't even preach too much because your rainbow litter is gonna be that litter that says, "Yo, this is what I've been waiting for." Maybe I wasn't quite ready yet when that first one was coming, but this
Right.
is what I was waiting for. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying? This is
yeah,
the time. You may be in a better circumstance, or you may be in a better place, mindset wise. That is why you going to push this to that next level. This is it. You get
Right.
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Even
yeah,
this
for sure.
combo, even this discourse that we having right now, you probably learning some information. Like, I need to feed it this much, this much. I need to check the heartbeats of this. I need to check temperatures at this. You know, it's certain things that you grasp and you go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on,
because
my little
I
slut.
just had a one puppy, a singleton.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was like, man, like I thought, you know what I mean? I thought it was
yeah.
gonna be like at least 7 in there, but now I had a singleton. But we just took him to the vet. He's 5 months, 85 pounds.
Okay, yeah, that's good money. So that's my girl right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's nice.
Ooh,
yeah. So
she's
Yeah,
that's
beefy.
that's my girl right there, man. So
I like her bone.
yeah, yeah. So
Tell
I
me that
would put
blood
her.
behind her again.
So she's off of Mega Bill Bullies Tonka and
Mm-hmm.
HPP Shell Shock.
Ooh, Tonka really surprised me with that one. Tonka is that chocolate dog that they have, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
That big chocolate dog, and then Shell Shock is what's that
She's
a
white
little
and
English?
blue.
Yeah, she's a big white and blue dog.
Yeah,
That come heavy.
yeah.
That come
yeah,
heavy
that's
heavy.
nice.
They put this one together, man. They definitely put
Mm-hmm.
her together.
How big is the head on that dog?
She's 26 and a half.
She's heavy.
Sheesh, that's almost as big as Onyx's head
Yeah, yeah. She's real,
on a
man.
female. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Right. I got look,
Sheesh.
and he said light,
yeah,
light. She 115.
yeah. Light
Yeah.
115. Like
How
Look,
that's
what is she to the withers?
Ash right now, she ripped up like a mofo. She's like
uh
110. 110, maybe 115.
How
You
tall is
right?
she?
19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah, she's
19.
nice.
That's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, she definitely wide. She's
Hmm.
most
You got like
definitely wide.
a side shot.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, I want to see that side shot. I like the front.
Yeah.
You can look at her chest, and she look like she got a man chest right there. Like boom,
yeah,
still got the
That's
H
what I
frame
want to
and
see. She
all.
probably got a nice rear.
Hmm.
she a grown up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If her chest look like that,
Yeah, she's most definitely a grown up. Let me get it.
It's like my baby Ash. My baby Ash look like a freak. She look like a freak. But this bone on this dog is ridiculous. I'm definitely just looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I like this. She got thick bone for a female.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do you one better and I'm gonna give you a video.
Okay, talk to me
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
Talk to me
I mean,
nice.
like, I mean, I noticed like a lot of people they do a lot of,
Cabin.
photoshopping and,
Oh, yeah,
and all that extra stuff, man. So,
that's
what I
true.
mean,
Oh yeah, she pretty.
Yeah, she got a nice head.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this girl in person.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, my man Kev, from Black King.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah,
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 we know
yeah,
Yeah,
him.
shout out to Black King Bully. Me and him got a co-own. I don't really talk too much, but me
yeah,
and him got a co-own. That female, I don't know if you've seen her yet, but Riley, Riley. She is going to be a hell of a dog to watch out for.
And what litter is that off of?
That was Diamond and Poster Boy, Incredibles Poster Boy. Shout out to the
Oh
Incredibles
yeah,
creating that bomb ass dog.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that dog right there, I think the DDK9 blood kind of really took over between the
mhm,
DDK9 blood and the mostly silver black blood. The way how that thing just mixed up in a pot like that, I've seen two dogs recently with it. Well, yeah, two dogs today. Matter of
yeah,
fact, from that litter, I always get updates on my pups. Unlike most breeders, I'm really checking up on my pup. I don't care if you tell me I'm annoying. I want to see my dog. You
yeah.
know, I
That's a
want to see
fact.
my dog. There's probably only one dog that I haven't got in updates from any of my litters in a little while, and that's one of my dogs that's out there in VA. I believe it's in Hampton. It might be Hampton or what's it called? It's from my bumpy litter, but I'm sure the dog is doing fine. The last video that I did see, the dog was doing amazing. Shout out to Maximilian Kennels that got that boy over there.
Bubba.
Is definitely Bubba Chuck. Bubba Chuck
Yeah,
the Beast. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen him, go take a look at Bubba Chuck the Beast over there at Maximilian Kennels. You know, I'm actually honored for everybody who do have a dog from that litter
and
because
that Azo clone too. She looks
yeah,
crazy.
I'm telling you,
Sheesh.
like Riddick Bow Bully got an Azo clone from that litter too. That's over there in Cali. I got a couple fams in what's that? Delaware. What's that kennel name again? Damn, I can't remember their kennel name. But shout out to the homies out there in Delaware. They're very close friends with Crunch Time. So not Crunch Time, but Church's Bullies.
okay.
Church's Bullies. They're close friends with Church's Bullies. The dog are phenomenal. Every last dog is phenomenal. Our boy COVID, our boy Corona, our girl Corona from that litter. That whole litter was bona fide solid dogs. But it's just I was just blessed. I was blessed that I did the calculation on it and Azo produced the way she did. And
And Panda's now a champion.
yeah, and who
He's
was
off of
that?
that litter.
Bumpy. No. He was from. She was off. Panda was off the second litter from over
Oh
Azo.
yeah, that's the Vibes Cartel, right?
Right. But the funny thing is that litter is like a clone. It's literally a clone. Like I can see the dogs from the first litter in the second litter. There go Champion Panda right there. Champion
Yeah.
Panda kind of reminds Champion Panda kind of remind me of Bubba Chuck, but in a black piebald tri way. Because Bubba Chuck is a Champagne Ghost Tri, and then Um, then Panda is a black
Right.
piebald child, but most people don't really notice it because when you look at them dead on right here, you only see the white and the black. But when you turn around, you see that big old fawn patch. You see that big old fawn patch, and he's heavy, heavy. You
Yeah.
know, I'm ecstatic with that one. Shout out to Ray Burkett. That shout out to Ray Burkett from Almighty Bullies for allowing me to get that stud early. For at that time he was champion. At that time he was champion Bob's Cartel. Now he's grand champion Barrel Cartel. And there's not too many dogs that can say that they have boom that solid pedigree behind him. He created that dog Cartel,
Right.
and with that assembly to Azo again, it added that bone, that girth, just like Bumpy did. So I'm ecstatic with it.
Yeah.
Definitely ecstatic with it.
What would you say is your favorite production of yours?
My favorite production? Oh
Of yours.
man. My favorite production right now till today is Taz the Predator. Taz the Predator, he was like the underdog in his litter. He was the underdog to me in his litter. He had nice color and all that as a pup, but you couldn't really tell where he was gonna be. But I just got a new update of Taz the Predator today, and that boy is phenomenal. At just a year old, he's one of Optimus' first sons off his very first litter. So I'm ecstatic. You know, his owner plays for Oregon Ducks. I believe it's Ducks, Oregon Ducks, and he takes amazing care of this dog. Tell me how he finds the time. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. But I gave him the tips, I gave him the tricks, and he's been doing his own research. And with that said, he's given me an amazing product. He came to me, he's like, yo, I'm looking for a dog that when I walk down the block, I'm gonna get that wow factor. And people are gonna turn heads. And lo and behold, I trust my product. I know the blood behind my dogs, and I essentially know what I'm doing with them. So I gave him the feeding regimen, I gave him the workout plan, and boom. Boom.
Everything else speak for itself.
Yeah, the blood, the genetics just said, yeah, hello, talk to me nice.
Yeah. Omar, what about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably the latest from a Cinnamon, that 5-month boy that I was telling you about. Probably him, yeah. Because I had a singleton and then I had 2 singleton litters. So this is gonna be my actual full litter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For this upcoming breeding that we did. So probably that. But from Fear, I'd say Panda's sister that he owns.
Okay.
Gang. Salute. He's talking about, for those of you who don't know, that if you go on my Instagram page again, I'll show it to you. If you go in there, you're gonna see a white and chocolate speckled female. You see her. As you can see that wide chest frame and everything.
And that was a free stack too.
Off the free stack, me and him did that picture. There she go. Right up in the middle. Yeah. That girl right there. That's Panda's sister. You feel me?
Yeah.
The way how she just set up, she's built, that girl is different.
I like that. I like the ticking too.
Yeah, I think that's what catches.
Part,
I think that's what catches a lot of. That is what catches a lot of people's eye because of her ticking.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, she's dope. She's definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Yeah, that girl is definitely something to look out for. Our newest girl though, which is that Optimus niece. You'll see her. Go up on the left side. Right there. Down.
I know. I heard.
Yeah, that one is an Optimus daughter right there.
Okay.
She's gonna be something to look out for.
Yeah. Yeah,
she's definitely gonna be something to look out for. I'm trying to co-own her because right now we got a lot of dogs anyway. But I'm trying to co-own her, and I got some other pups that I'm keeping from Optimus. So this girl we still have available. You know, if anybody interested, I prefer to co-own it. But if you somebody talk to me nice, it's gone. It's gone.
It's that second row to your left, right there to your left.
Right here.
Yeah,
Right there, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we just got.
Yeah.
Shout out to Keystone because this right here is Optimus's niece, Optimus half brother's daughter,
Yeah.
and
She,
that dog is phenomenal. Phenomenal. She nice. It's like her and Ash are, I would say, two of my top females on the yard right now. And when I got her with a specific plan because I like her head type.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
short
has a
muzzle,
similar
big head.
build. She has a similar build to Ash, but Ash is a little bit bigger. Ash is a little bit bigger. I think Ash's rear is a little bit thicker too, but this girl, she's a beast. You know, she's
Yeah.
muscled. She has a nice chest. My favorite thing about this in particular girl is definitely her head type. I'm a sucker for the head type because when I breed, if you look at no matter what litter I put out, all of my dogs have similar head types. So this female is definitely gonna allow me to continue with what I'm doing as far as head type, and for ABKC show standards, I think she's going to turn it up, bring it to a whole nother level, a
Yeah.
whole nother level.
Yeah. So do you do your own training, or do you have somebody that does your training for you for the
We do
shows?
all of our own training. We do. I say we because we are a team. We are a
Yeah.
partner, and we do take the time to help one another. We do a lot of research, a lot of studying, a lot of
Yeah,
in-depth knowledge. Like like when you used to play football. Mia, cut that out. Like when you used to play football and you, Laurie, she's gonna slide down the steps on the pillow.
she be tripping.
Hey
It's so
man.
funny. Yeah, but I just started like 2 years ago too, though.
Right.
Like two and a half. Yeah. What had happened was I had bought my boy
Sorry, y'all.
Onyx from Bullpit Kennels out in Maryland, and I was like I don't know if I want to get into this. You know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
know like anything. Yeah, I just liked pits, and then I seen a bully, and I was like, yo, that's like a pit bull, like on you know what I mean on
On
steroids.
steroids.
So I got that. Then I met Fred. You know what I mean? Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Fred. And I bought a Louis daughter, Cinnamon,
Hmm.
and then we for like in like 2 months passed. Then Fear had Faith for sale,
Hmm.
and it was crazy because I didn't like you know what I mean. It's crazy how just things just like worked out
Work.
because they were both on the same team.
Yeah.
And then I met up with him, got Faith, and then he was like, "Yo, like I like what you're doing. You should come join the team." And it just made it easy because he always helped me out. He always like gave me knowledge. So I seen that he was a genuine person. So I was like, all right, you know what? Like you made it easy for me. Like I didn't have to double think or like you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yep.
And then ever since then, man, we've been going shows to shows. You know what I
Family,
mean?
friends, we've been here. We've been here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
literally
That's
been
what's
through the
Working.
trenches.
yeah, that's what's up, man. So we got a question from Facebook, and they asking if you guys will ever branch out to other breeds, or is bullies it?
Um, we are gonna branch out to other breeds. Honestly, obviously we're gonna do French. I wasn't gonna announce it yet,
Frenches.
but we do. We actually have a Frenchie section is actually in the UK. Unlike most folks where they be like, "Yo, I got Frenchies, I got Frenchies." My brother, I have lots of brothers. My brothers all over the world, but my real brother, he's in the UK, and he hit me up the other day. He was like, "Yo, let's do this." Boom, 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 and sure and behold, we got that. I was waiting to tell Omar, but hey, we're on the show.
Right.
Thanks. But so we got Fair Kennels UK. The page will be up soon, and you guys will be able to find it. Just stay watching us, and then we'll be able to give you that link for Fair Kennels UK. So they will have some of our XOs over there, as well of having Frenchies. We will get some of those Frenchies imported over here into the US so that we can continue it on both sides of the pond.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, congratulations on that.
Appreciate
You
it.
know,
Appreciate it.
I
And we
know
got a
half
whole bunch of litters coming too.
a whole bunch of litters. Yeah. Hey
Yo,
man,
I
y'all.
Because
didn't
now
gonna
me and
hold
Fear
you,
were talking about it. We were like, bro, we haven't dropped no litters. And then boom, now we got like,
man. I guess we can go ahead and tell them about this one, but it was it was earlier this year. We did two breedings earlier. We had bred this female that we had. I bought this female specifically for breeding stock because
Mhm,
I didn't feel like she had all the attributes for show. So I
mhm.
bought her specifically for breeding stock. And when I bred her, she didn't take. That was a no no. You were bought for breeding stock.
You didn't take. I could sit here and I could sit here and wait another litter and boo boo. Nope. I did that. What I did, the next best thing, I put her into a new home because I was like, yo, I bought her for breeding stock, and I know what I want from this dog. I looked at the blood, but only I seen some inconsistencies in the blood. Me personally, I don't like scatter breeding, and when you say scatter breeding, that means you have some pockets, some standards, et cetera, all in the
Mhm.
blood. So when you
right.
do go breed a
Because then
dog,
you're
you
not
run a
going to know
risk of
what you're
getting
going to get.
inconsistencies.
You can get anything.
You said what?
I say you get anything.
Yeah, it's a roll of the dice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you get a variety of different
Yeah.
things, and
yeah.
those inconsistency is a problem when breeding XL program. You don't want to get nothing too short. You don't want to get something too overly tall. It's something that I'm looking for in the specific breeding and why I'm doing it. So, luckily for me, it didn't take. Luckily for me, it didn't take. So I wasn't too disappointed at all that it didn't take. But you know, everything works the way it's supposed to. Another breeding that we did.
Champion Ash. We had
Yeah.
bred Champion Ash, and Champion Ash didn't take her first time around. It's quite devastating. So, hopefully when we breed her again, it will take. And hey, that'll be it. Because I've been around folks who've had females that they bred three times and didn't take. They was wondering what the hell going on, and that fourth time was the charm. But that
Yeah.
was the first time
Right.
we bred Ash and she didn't take. So we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed. So when we're ready to breed her, she does her thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
She does her
it'll-
thing because we get
it'll-
a lot of inquiries regularly about it.
yeah.
Yeah. She's built like a male, man. She's nice.
So
She's
you already
different.
got you. So you, I know you have a plan for her. I know you got a plan for her.
The
I'm not. I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that. You already done gave out too much. You done gave up the
right,
UK with the Frenchies. You done gave too much. You know what I mean? For
right.
one show, we gonna say that. We gonna say that. So
We're
what
gonna say
lineups you
that
got
for
coming
our
right now?
comeback.
What breedings you got
Um,
coming up?
We got the bougie.
females that we have. Females we have Bougie. We have our boy COVID from that Bumpy and Azo
Mhm.
litter. Our girl Corona from that Azo and Bumpy litter. She's in season right now, so we're getting ready to do a little splash with her. This will be her first breeding as well. I'm actually gonna check out. I have a stud locked in for her already, but I'm thinking if I should really push that stud back and use this other stud because there's something specific that I want to pull out from this girl. Possibly build a Ash 2.0, and Ash is already a big girl. She's already boned up. She already has tight feet. Ash has very cat-like feet,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can outdo myself by trying to put together the right sauce, the right recipe. Am I going to go for the show or am I going to go for the fad? Because I've been asking on my Instagram, should I do Mural? Should I do Mural? Should I do Mural? I've been doing a lot of research on the Mural. I've been doing a lot of research on the murals, and I've been very hesitant. I've been knowing about these murals for some time. I've been doing quite research. I've talked to what's the old boy from Sparta Kennels? Shout out to Sparta Kennels UK. Sparta Kennels UK. I had when I first was intrigued by the murals, had did some discourse with him, and we bounced some ideas, some conversations off each other, and some of the stuff that he said makes sense to me. Some don't, but it's not everything that somebody's gonna tell you you're gonna concur with.
Right.
So there was some
Especially when it's something new.
good and bad to it,
Yeah.
but right, me personally, I still feel like the Merle is still too new, and I don't feel like they worked out enough kinks yet. But
Right.
people like Sparta Kennels UK, they have been breeding nothing but Merles. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They consistently breeding Merles,
Yeah.
and I think Ghost was the first big name Merle
From
in
Swagger Kennels.
UK. Although no, Ghost
Oh, that's
from Sparta. That
okay.
it was off of that was off of KMX Lilo.
Okay.
KMX Lilo is in like Kingslayer blood, all
Mhm.
that. The female that we just bred to, the female
Got
that we
King
just dropped the
Slayer.
litter off of, she has Kingslayer too.
Okay.
That means that has KMX
Yeah.
Lilo in it, and if you know, you got
Yeah.
to know what that blood is. You got to know how it applies into your program, because if you don't know, KMX Lilo is a F1. Is a F1. If you know what F1 is, do your research. Can't tell y'all all, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just tell you it's a F1.
You gotta do a little reading.
Right.
Hey, so
Yeah, gotta do a
so
little reading.
a question on the Merle topic. Do you feel like the
Yeah.
market is oversaturated with Merles right now?
I feel like it's starting to.
Yeah. Yeah. So like
Starting to.
I, I feel like every day, bro. I mean, I get on and I see like 25 new litters of Merles.
Because my,
Like
my question is, like, why do you want a Merle? That's
I
what I
it's
always,
it's the
you know what
color.
I
Like
mean?
I feel like you're chasing color
It's like
instead of the structure. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like
boom. It's the whole theory behind the designer breeding. Designer breeding, designer breeding, designer breeding. All it is a fad. All it is a fad, and for real, people just want it for the color. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, what benefit do you have from the Merle? You already have a Catalua.
yeah,
So why do we need an XL American Bully with this Merle gene?
yeah.
And you seen they're
Just like
doing
me, just like the other
fluffy
day, I seen
XLs
on
now.
Facebook.
The fluffy, yeah, I saw
Word, I
that.
see.
Like this,
I don't even want to entertain that, but I
it's
feel
nuts.
that was some buffoonery.
Now, I
That was
mean,
buffoonery. I don't even know why they even tried that.
yeah, I mean,
Once you add long hair on a bully, it's no longer a bully. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
somebody's gonna buy it, man. Not me,
Yeah,
not you, but
Right.
somebody
I
gonna
would
buy
never.
Somebody.
it. But yeah, but
Somebody go
yeah,
get that close pulled
yeah,
over their eyes.
definitely. I was wondering, man, because I felt like just that's like this. My page is like nothing but it's dogs. So like that's what I
Right.
see. Like
Right.
so when I see litters drop, like I'm like, damn, Merle. I'm like, I feel like I know it's a fad, and I know the market gonna get oversaturated, the value's gonna go down. Like it's gonna be hard to get rid of the Merles because
There's
until you
so
create a
yeah.
Merle that's so unique. I mean, you know what I
The
mean? Like,
right now, there's only 3 Merles that really like. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, Juju is the most.
no,
Our most controversial Merle dog out there right now, because he's an extreme,
Jumanji.
but all the XL people are feeling some type of way.
yeah,
It's okay. I put hands on that dog.
yeah.
That boy right there is a hell of a dog.
I was reading those, man.
That's number one.
I read all the comments on. I was like, I mean,
Like, come
look,
on now.
yeah, look at the
You got to
dog.
know how to build your dog.
Yeah,
Y'all want all the work and don't want to do no work. So
yeah,
they can sit down with that. Juju was
In my
number one. Then
opinion,
you got Supreme, and then
yeah.
Mega Bill Bullies, boy. And those my three. Oh, go ahead.
Now, in my opinion, I haven't even got to the point where I can think about Merles. You know what I mean? Like, I think people should ask themselves that question. Like, are you to the point where, like, all right, I have bone, girth, structurally sound, like, you know what I mean, breed
yeah,
type bullies, show quality bullies. If you don't, like, I feel like if you haven't reached that level, then I feel like color shouldn't be in the picture. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Period.
I mean, and I interviewed Cat and I interviewed Mike from Florida State Bullies.
Okay.
So
Right.
so Mike just has his vision and his lilac trash. Like if you look at his camp, like that's lilac trash.
Speaking
And they are
speaking of the
champion.
lilac tries,
Yeah. Yeah, I
speaking of
seen
the
him in the ring.
lilac tries, we're coming for every, and I'm gonna say it, and I put hands down, we're coming for every lilac try out there.
Ooh.
Literally.
Ooh.
It's a
Hey,
bold
look,
statement to make, but
that's a
I'm
that's a
making it.
that's a heavy statement. That's
Heavy
that's
Nah,
statement.
very
you gotta see this pup though.
that's very heavy. Hey, my
We're
man
coming for
Mike
every
got some.
lilac try out there.
Hey, look, my man Mike got some heaviness down there at Florida State Bullies,
Hey,
man.
hey, look, I seen that whole lilac try Mural lineup. I've seen it.
No, it's not.
I've
Now
seen it
they're not
firsthand.
Murals. They just lilac try.
No,
No
not Mural.
Murl.
There's
No
lilac
Murl.
try.
Just
Sorry,
lilac
I
try.
seen the whole litter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I seen
Shout out
a
to
couple of his
shout out to Champion
dogs out
Kane.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went,
Yeah.
I met him out in I met Florida State Bullies out at the Tennessee show.
Yeah.
And I seen those dogs at the Georgia show, the whole litter, in a row, consecutively, side
So
by
you,
side,
so
males and
you come
females. I
you
seen
coming.
all except for one, I think.
So you coming
I'm coming for every lilac try out there
in the States.
in the States.
In the States, period.
In the
So
States,
If you
period.
go to shows, yeah, we be out there.
all right. So
We gonna be out there. Y'all know we be out there.
I need a visual. I need a visual of this. And when you I need you to make the statement. When you make the statement, you gotta tag me because I need it. I need it.
Yeah, look, I'm going. I should post the 5-week picture of him. The 5-week picture of him is ridiculous. I feel like you remember what Champion Kane looked like, right?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like I made a Champion Kane 3.0.
Oh, it's not
and
close.
all them lilacs came off a Champion. All them lilacs came off a Champion Kane. They look okay. They look nice. My favorite one out of all the lilacs is Future. Badass fucking boy.
Yeah, Future's real.
In my opinion, shout out to Mike and what he's doing over there. My opinion, though, hands down, the best one out of all of them is Future. Future is the future for Mike. I think that dog is going to be his new. I think is not. It is going to be is his new Champion King.
Yeah,
that's it. That's his wow factor. That's his. Yeah, I got that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's where you gotta take it.
Yeah, Future's a champion now too.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was there when he camped out.
Yeah, you were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Future's real, man. He's real. I can't wait to see this puppy, man. I can't. Hey, look, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I know y'all got some heat tucked away, man. I know, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I know.
We got a COVID daughter.
We got the sauce walkers. We got the sauce walkers coming.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we
I
think a lot of people might take that and feel like it's a hate factor and it's not. You know what I'm saying?
This is where people are gonna feel entitled because he said that.
That's it. Like that's all it is. Yeah. But it's everybody has an opinion. Right. And like, you know what I mean? In the dog world, like especially in the bully world, it's like, oh man, you just hating because you know my dog though. Look, my dog's bigger than yours, but you know, like what up? You hating. Like XL's just supposed to be the biggest dog. Cool. Like that's your opinion. That's your style. I'm not gonna knock you. Right. XL's supposed to be super cut up. Like we not. I need some bulk with the cut up. It's not a pit bull. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, everybody got their vision, but people feel like I think people get caught up in the mentality where like
It's
competition
their
isn't
way or
good.
no way.
Like yeah, like they scared of competition, but competition breeds success.
The biggest
Yeah.
thing is that they everybody's either looking for the biggest dog or the widest dog, but nobody's looking for that complete dog. We
Yeah,
here
yeah.
are looking for that complete dog. I don't care about the biggest dog or the most stupid wide dog. That's not doing nothing for me.
Right.
But you can,
That's
but you
not
can,
doing nothing for me
and
at all.
and the thing is, you can have a big complete dog though. Like
You can,
you can
but
have a
do they
big
know how to
complete
do
dog,
it?
but you gotta work. You gotta work. Like you can't just feed them. You gotta work them. You know,
There you go.
you gotta be willing to put the work in. Like you can have a big complete dog. It
You
is
got to put
no.
the time in with the dog,
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
because I see
and
a lot of people with
that's
big
where it
ass
lacks.
dogs and they can't handle them.
Yeah,
When you look at Mike and you look at Future, he puts the work in with Future. That's why
yeah,
Future looks the way that he looks. That's why I always got to say I got to take my hands off, take my hat off to salute to Future because that dog is fucking badass. You
yeah.
get what I'm saying?
That's a
Bad
fact.
fucking ass. It's you gotta know. You gotta know. It's like Optimus. Optimus is ripped from the butter and his rear is thick, his front is thick, but it's still like, yo, that's why he's one of the top studs in the camp right now because look at his muzzle. He has a nice short muzzle, thick rear, thick front, and good top line. And I use him to build my version of do 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 the Lilac Tri King. The Lilac Tri King.
So, hey, I
So
like it. I
but
like
see,
it.
I
So you know
feel like we're coming for everything told.
you got to put some extra work in them
Oh
because
yeah, I know.
because
That's the thing.
you got to uphold that statement.
I have to. I have to. And by the time that dog hits 2 years, at a year, I think he's going to be a problem. But by the time he hits 2 years, it's going to be said and done. It's going to be said and done. That's either he's going to rise or he's going to fall. It's going to be whichever one, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's no in
And
between
it's
for him.
really going to be the work. Now, I don't feel like no in between. I'm not settling for no in between. He's
Okay.
going to be either it or he's going to be shit. He's going to be it or he's going to be shit. Straight like that. So, I mean, right now, he's giving me all the signs. He has great movement. His head type is the head type that I always go for. I feel like he's a little bit better than Optimus. He's better than Optimus. I feel like with his pedigree and the blood behind him, he's going to have the right physique. His hair is not overly long. He has good fronts. And just the way how his confidence exuberates through his
It's
images and how
crazy.
he,
Bro, he
when you
be
see him,
stacking
he
like a
comes and just like, yo,
Right.
tail and
he's a
everything.
puppy and he's free snacking. He free stacking with the tail. I stack him up one time. He cuts it. He holds it. And I've been doing this since like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Just playing with him, just getting him used to making him thinking it's fun. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people will be like, "Yo, how do you show your dog?" It starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
It starts from the beginning, from the environmental training to environmental training. For those of you who don't know what environmental training meaning, sounds like different surroundings, etc. Like I play a lot of loud music. Shout out to God Body Bullies. I do a lot of plastic bottles, swimming pools with different things in there, different types of noise. You know, little cap guns, pop, 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 pop. If you got little cap guns, pop, 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 pop. Get them used to it. So when you get into that show ring atmosphere, when you get into that level of chaos, because when you get into the ABKC show ring or any show ring at that point, it's a level of chaos that you go through because there's so many different noises, so many different distractions, so many different
Yeah.
dogs. I make all of the noises, so my dog is not going to be scared of any. not going to be scared of any. You're not going to take his attention where he's going to be. He's going to be where he needs to be at that point in time. I tell him to
Right.
do it. He's going to do it.
Because if you don't prepare a dog, they can get nervous, and then that's gonna cause aggression. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Then you're gonna be like, "Yo, why's my dog acting like this?" Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, and these dogs are too big
And don't
to
get me
be
wrong,
nervous in that
our dogs
situation.
aren't perfect, but we put the time in.
Yeah. But they're too big to be nervous in that situation. Like
Yeah.
I
Hell
went to
no.
I went
A
to a
nervous dog is a bad dog to have.
yeah I went to a fun show, and one of the dogs was like you could tell like he wasn't around other dogs, so he hadn't been socialized. So like, you know what I mean, like head on the swivel, but he's snapping at everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, like you can't bring like this a fun show. Number one, like that ain't that's not the type
Right.
of fun we try and have. Like,
We ain't trying to have that fun here.
no, we
You
don't
gonna
want no
spend
parts of that fun.
$15,000 for your dog. You want to make sure your dog is gonna come back home from the show, okay?
That's a fact. I don't care if I spent 1,500. I want my dog to come back home. You know what I
Right.
mean? And why do you another question I got for you? And I know I'm jumping around, but people don't understand like why these dogs cost the way they cost and what they cost.
Phew. You see, the biggest thing that we run into this bully world, and I see it every time I post my pups, and people are like, "Yo, how much are these pups? How much are those pups?" You pay for what you want. You pay for the quality. You pay for that guy that's going to do that extra milestone. He's going to make sure your dog is health tested. He's going to make sure the temperament of your dog is good. He's going to make sure your dog is able to deal with different circumstances and situations. He's going to make sure you have everything that you need for that dog when you get that dog shots, etc., 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 etc. You get what I'm saying? But people don't understand that. Good pedigree, good lineage, the time that you put in for that dog, C-sections, how
Stud
much times you
fees.
got to go get milk, stud fees, the progesterone test, sonograms, all of that costs. So when you look at a man that's not a backyard breeder and he's really taking the real time in and putting that in, and you look to him and tell him you want to give him $1,000 for a dog, I'm gonna look to you like this. You
That's what I
got
spent on
me fucked
progesterone
up.
tests.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's so real. It's so real that people just don't understand it. They think you can't. You have. That's why I try to be as transparent as possible with my clients. You get what I'm saying? All those window shoppers. Okay, you gonna keep window shopping, but I ain't gonna keep answering you. If you can't
Right.
come to me with a budget and tell me what you're working with, and I tell you if I have something that applies to your budget, our conversation needs to stop there. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if you don't know what you're working with, and you telling me you got to come back later after you talk to little Jane or Tommy, you know, you didn't already messed up. If you're gonna come ask me about a price, you should have done already discussed with your counterpart of what you have to spend.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, you pay for what you get, the quality, point blank, period. Let me take a second though to I'm gonna I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna shout out all the DMV kennels in the area. So it'd be like shout out to Blueprint, GSK, District Bully Compound, Old Bay Bullies. Um, who's that other squad? Blue, obviously the Potter House yourself, Demolition Bullies, Keystone. I gotta take time and shout out to all of them because as much adversity that's in the DMV, they're trying to everybody's trying to put their thing into the right perspective.
Mhm.
Although some people may not see eye to eye, stop expecting everybody to have the same concept and the same idea or the same vision as you because everybody's not. Some people don't know their head from their ass when it comes to the show, and some people don't know their head from the ass and about breeding structure. Some people don't know their head from the ass about incorporating certain things. So we can't expect everybody to do it. So I'm gonna do something and show mad love, even when there's animosity and envy. You know, you get this all the time, but don't let that make you who you are. You be who you are no matter what in any circumstances or situation. So I just had to do that because I feel like though that this area needs some love. It needs love. It needs somebody to build that, to merge that. And not
That's a
that
fact.
fake love either, because it's too much fake love. You got to be sincere and genuine about who you are.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that, and I agree. It's a
Appreciate it.
it's
Appreciate it.
it's a lot of animosity.
Yeah.
I see it in the especially in the DMV groups on Facebook. Like I
Right.
see it, man. But it's like you can't, like for instance, you said you got a lilac tribe that's coming for any lilac tribe in the states. Some people gonna
Right.
look at that like you taking a shot, right? I'm
No,
gonna look at it
that
like
ain't the key.
I'm gonna look at that like the fuck he got over there, like yeah, like like first of all, I want to see it, and then if I got a lilac tribe, I'm over here like nah, you got to come see about me. You got you know
Right.
like
That's
that's
what
how it's
that's
supposed to
what it is
be.
right there. Thank you.
that's
You
that's
get you
that's
get the point. You get the
yeah.
vision.
That's it.
I'm
That's
go-
it.
that's gonna make me. If you tell me, yo, you got a battle lot like Chad, that's gonna make me want to come see your dog. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's why we say is our motto is bringing that West Coast vibe to the East Coast, because that love for the bully, that love for what we're doing, and that competitiveness, a good, healthy, competitive atmosphere is good.
Yeah. That
It
make
only
that
gets messed up when you get envy
yeah.
and malice. That's when it gets messed up.
Yeah.
But right now, I like that good competition. I want somebody to be like, yo, bring your dog out. No problem.
Yeah.
Or they be like, yo, come see my dog. No problem. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where the love is.
Yeah. That's how
That's
it's
where the
supposed to
love
be.
is. That's why I take my hat off to folks. You feel me?
Yeah.
I take my hat off to folks and I'll be like, yeah, I like that. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
like that. I've seen plenty of dogs. I've put hands on many dogs from East Coast to West Coast to down south. I've literally traveled to these spots. You know, I've had many discussions with Bully Worldwide. Shout out to Juju with the whole Bully Worldwide squad. Many discussion with them. I've had stuff. I have had discussions with Rory from Maximilians. We've always debate. Everybody always debate because this is the love for this breed. This is the love that we see. This is the vision that we see from out of our own eyes. We have our own perspective.
Yeah.
Perspective is what it is and who it's coming from. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's not forget that. Let's not take it saying that, yeah, we got to jab this person, a jab. No, nigga, it's cool. This is what it's about. You got to bring that love. You got to bring that atmosphere back. When I
Yeah.
go to see Kat, I've seen Kat a couple times. It's like, yo, Kat knows she got some shit. She knows she got some shit over there. She do.
Yeah.
But
She
she's also humble enough to know. I'm gonna go look and see what else is out there.
Yeah.
Cause she know there's other stuff out there.
Yep.
That's what you call a true breeder.
Yeah.
I know I got shit. I know I got some shit, but I know there's some other shit out there too. You get what I'm saying?
That's a
I
fact.
gotta go ahead and look and analyze and see what I want to incorporate in the program.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how you build your program.
Oh, I forgot to
Yeah.
shout out the young boy TMB.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I couldn't forget TMB because even he's coming a long way. Just like myself, he came through some adversity, and he's well on his way. You know, he's well on his way. So I had to shout him out too. He in the DMV area. If you don't know, check him out.
We definitely gonna check them out. So we doing an hour and a half tonight. It's the first episode
Yeah.
of the second season. I've been gone for a long time. We an hour 18 minutes in.
And you came back with a bang though.
Hey, I
Right.
needed it. I needed it, man. I needed it. I've been gone. Like I'm like, man, look, man, I gotta get something smoking. I said, but I want to stay close to home. I said I want somebody close to home, like in the area. So, like you know what I mean? I had the bigger breeders. I'm trying to get with some of the smaller breeders and get them some light. So, like when we on the show, I tell people, like, you know what I mean, promote what you got going on. So I can share it, you can share it. Like that's
Right.
the way we build the network. You get your network
Yeah, word
together
of
that
mouth,
way.
working together.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
if
a
you got a
fact.
little on the ground,
Shoot, let's talk about these litters on the ground now that you mentioned it. So we're gonna go in order. Currently, we have a Bossy Aramis litter. Bossy Aramis is a good bar son. We bred it to one of our famous daughters. We currently have a 12-pack. What I call a 12-pack means 12 puppies in one consecutive litter. Different variations of colors and sizes. Remember, Black Bulls was missing for now, but that breeding from Aramis to famous daughter did give me a couple black pups. When I say amazing, my heart is pounding because I know they're going to be a problem. If you know about Zorro, those dogs that the two black dogs that Bossy got, these puppies look like it's about to be it. The next breeding that we got right now is from off of Bossy Prince, which is a Buddha son, exclusive XXX Buddha train of Bossy. You know, Mr. 151. We got pups over his son. Those pups is gorgeous. Downstairs right now, I'm busting my ass on whelping. I've only been over here an hour and a half. So it's almost another 40. It's another 30 minutes before I have to go. Do my thing.
Yeah.
But those pups are gorgeous. I post them in my story. If anybody has Instagram, you know where to find us. Fair_kennels and Fair Family _. Another litter that we do have is 2 underscores.
Just one.
Oh, yeah. All right. So another litter that we do have, we have another litter that we did with Tough Seat Kennels. Tough Seat Kennels here in the DMV area. Shout out to them. They're a brand new, up and coming kennel. They did a breeding with us, and they produced some lovely puppies. We've been posting those regular. When I say thick bone, thick chest, thick rear, and these are puppies, mind you. They ready to go. They're ready to go this weekend. There'll be 8 weekends. We have a couple available. PMS or inboxes. We'll tell y'all the pricing. What else do we have? We also did a breeding with CX Bullies. Shout out to CX Bullies here in the Baltimore area. We've been posting those pictures with Optimus again. Those puppies came out phenomenal. Definitely something to look out for. Definitely something to watch. What's going to be done. And Optimus currently has 2 more outhouse breedings coming up. Well, he just did one a couple of weeks ago with what's the Budway?
Yeah,
Budway on Instagram. Shout out to those.
From what is it, Maine, right? Out in Maine?
Maine, yeah. They came all the way from Maine down to our new property. They came down to our new property and they've seen our dogs firsthand, put hands on the dogs, even helped us do work because we was doing work when they came down.
Yeah.
Who was the other kennel? Also, it's there's two Army vets that we doing a breeding with tomorrow. We have 2 Army veterans that's coming to do a breeding with Optimus. Stay tuned on our Instagram and we tell you who they are. Brand new, up and coming. They got a Morpheus daughter that we're doing a breeding to. So let's cross your fingers, arms, everything. Hopefully that takes. Y'all know I'm not big on a Mural, but this girl is the complete package for a Mural. And y'all know how we breed. We like our structure first. We like the size after, and then the colors last. So this is going to be hands down one of the best tri-Murals breedings in the DMV. I promise you. No shade to no other kennel in the DMV. No shade to nobody else. But we wanted to do this Mural right. Although it's not our bitch, we were happy to oblige when they came to us. That means something to us,
Yeah.
So and we have a few upcoming breeders, but we're not going to talk about the upcoming breeders. We're only going to talk about what we have now on the ground. So, again, definitely salute to you and thank you for having us on.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We're gonna let you run the show and answer the rest of the question before your time runs out.
Man, this our show, man. Like that's one thing I say, man. Like this is for us. This is for
the people.
This is what This is for the community. So, like, this platform is our platform. So if y'all have and I'm just gonna say this because people don't really get it. Like, let's say y'all have somebody y'all need to have a discussion with, or y'all want to have a discussion with, or somebody y'all like, real cool with. Y'all be like, oh man, you know what? It'd be dope to have 10 breeders on here rapping. We can do that.
I'm for it.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
cool with that. Like, and I'm good. Like, y'all can hit me up, be like, yo, let's do a show. It don't have to be on Thursday We could do it whenever, impromptu. Like, let's do a show.
Yeah.
And I'm
This
cool
give
with
me
that.
the vibe like whenever this gives me the vibe whenever like Camp from down there in Tampa Bay, they
Mhm.
always invite us onto their show, and Burn Nation already always invites us onto their show. It's like a vibe, it's energy, and that energy is so transparent and so loving that we're bouncing information off each other, we're getting knowledge off each other,
Right.
and we're
Ideas,
continuing
everything.
growing a whole. So that right there was just an honor, and for you to reach out to us and invite us onto your show, like that's truly a blessing, and we definitely humbly appreciate that, because that's just showing that other people is looking into your stuff, and you not knowing who's looking to your stuff at any point in time, but to be
Right.
humble and consistently work hard, people are noticing it, and we do it without wanting to be noticed, but then to be noticed and to receive that gratitude is definitely a humbling experience, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely remain stoic because we're truly, truly, truly honored to be on your show, and I can respect somebody who's building a unity within the dog community, because that's something that this community needs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the knowledge, the
No
wisdom,
problem. No problem.
the competition. I
Yes,
appreciate all
sir.
of that, man. I
Right.
appreciate all of it because we need it. We need it, man. And we got to stick together. We got to build it up. Um, I'm trying to get somebody on here from the ABKC. You know what I'm saying? So we could.
James Cooper.
You said who?
Tap in with James.
Okay.
James
Well,
Cooper.
I'm gonna connect with
Tap
him,
in with
man.
him. He's a
So
great dude.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, we
connect
was
with
talking.
him.
We was talking to him for
Oh,
a minute at the last show.
speaking of ABKC, y'all know December 4th is
Nationals.
going down in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. ABKC Nationals is about to be lit.
So
We have
who?
not yet decided of which one of our dogs we're bringing,
Okay.
but we are bringing one of our dogs. We
I was
do have a booth, so come check us out at Nationals, and I know it's going to be a movie.
I was gonna put you on the spot and see who you were taking down. But
I might bring the smoke and bring Debo. To be honest, I might bring the smoke and bring Debo,
you're not
because
you're not taking
Debo, I feel
you're not
like
gonna take
between,
Debo down there, man. Debo
trust me, I
is
might bring the smoke and bring Debo.
Debo.
Look,
What was the
look,
last show
look.
Debo was at?
Virginia.
The last show that Debo was at, was it? No, it wasn't Virginia. I think it was Georgia. It was Georgia. The
Yeah,
last show was
Georgia.
the
Yeah,
Georgia show where he champed out,
the outdoor show, right?
because I
Oh
champed
yeah,
it.
so it's it's
Yeah,
it's
I
about
champed him out.
it's about time.
Yeah,
It's about time.
I've been holding off. I've been holding off.
Yeah, but
But I think if win or lose at national this year, because nationals is one of the biggest platforms. Win or lose at national this year, um, I know we're gonna we're gonna have to let go one of our champion males, only because we have two that have the same exact blood,
okay.
right? In order to keep the program going,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bless somebody, I'm gonna have to bless somebody.
Yeah, we came home from
So I won't
Allentown
say
with
who
3
yet.
champions.
Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough.
Yeah, Allentown kind of cooked us up. Came home with 3 champions and one that it would work. And people ask like, yo, how do you champ out 3 dogs in one day? Because it wasn't one day. Some dogs needed points. Some dogs needed majors. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
It
hey,
just worked out.
you got to understand. It worked out in that way, and I'm kind of blessed to be able to have done that. I think we're probably one of the only ones that's probably have done that, to do it that way, to bring home 3 champions in one day. And I'm actually quite blessed, because
It was
the
a long
competition
day.
at Allentown was ridiculous. It was really ridiculous, and it was a super, super long day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
We do this because of the love of the dogs, man. We do it
Yeah,
because
that's
of the love of
fine,
the dogs.
man.
Otherwise, you got to say, who wants to do that? We're
Nobody.
there. We get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. We get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and don't leave these shows until about 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last nationals, man. I feel like we didn't finish the last nationals until like 2 a.m. in the morning. The last nationals. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nationals is running until 2 a.m. You like,
Yeah, you did.
is it over now? Is it over now?
Yeah, man.
So
Well, yeah, man. We at our mark, man. I appreciate y'all. Nothing but dogs cast, Fear Kennels. Y'all check them out. Y'all tap in,
of
check them out
course.
on IG, Fear Kennels and Fear Family
Yes, sir.
_.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
forget it. We be back
Appreciate
next
you
week.
guys.
Don't know who we with next week yet, but we back next week. Don't worry about
What is coming?
it.
All right.
We out,
Appreciate you
man.
All right.
again for having us. Much love, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.